Welcome to the Morning Dig podcast with Chris Williams, where in under 5 minutes, I discuss experiences, achievements, and lessons that have motivated me so they can also help you kickstart your day and to keep digging in. Good morning. Happy New Year. Welcome to this special edition of the Morning Dig podcast, New Year's Day edition 2024. That's a mouthful. Well, let's get right into it. What I want to talk to you guys today about is something really important to everyone. And I think all of us have this tendency to fall into the trap of the New Year's resolution. Well, what happens with New Year's resolutions? For most of us, we fall prey to I'm fired up, I got all this willpower. A month from now, a few weeks from now, a couple months from now, that willpower fades. And I've completely forgotten why this was so important. And I found all these distractions and all these things to give me excuses to quit, whether it's the gym, weight loss, nutrition, a new diet, a new activity, whatever it is, willpower is the first thing to go. So let's talk about that. Willpower is a scarce resource in our body, in our brain. Willpower is not meant to be a long-term solution to help you stay on track. So if you have this massive goal for New Year's, let's first look back at that Goldilocks rule. Is it way bigger than just outside your comfort zone? If it is, we probably want to dial in that New Year's resolution and create something that maybe it's a shorter term goal. Maybe we just write a goal for the first 6 weeks that doesn't take so much of our willpower, that maybe we focus on avoiding situations that tempt and waste our willpower due to the fact that it is such a scarce commodity. And this comes from studies upon studies upon studies in research where they found examples like if a coworker has candy on top of their desk versus candy in their desk. When it's in their desk, it becomes an out of sight, out of mind situation. They're far less tempted to eat it, and they tend to ingest far less candy. When it's on top of their desk and they can see it, it makes it far easier for them to fall prey, and that willpower goes away very quickly. So with that, I want you guys to think about that. If you've written these resolutions and you're planning on going hardcore into a diet, losing a bunch of weight, going to the gym 5 times a week, have you planned your schedule? Have you planned your days in a way that helps you avoid situations that will drain your willpower? The answer is probably not. You might for the first few weeks, because you're hardcore, you're on it, nothing can break you. What about after that 2 weeks? Are you building habits and skills, travel, logistics, and everything else for your commutes that allow you to avoid temptation? Because this is, for a lot of us, the goals we set, it's a long-term goal that we set in January. And for us to fully achieve it, we have to have a plan that allows us to avoid temptation and pitfalls for a long time. So we have to be very strategic about that. So I want you guys to think about that with your goals. If you feel like you wrote a goal that was super high up there and big and lofty, and we feel like we need to dial it back, let's break it up into chunks. Try writing a goal for the first 6 weeks of the year. Then in week 5, look back at how you did and write a goal for another 6 weeks. And after that 6 weeks, you're 12 weeks into the year. At that point, if you feel like you're confident with what you're doing, start creating quarterly goals, 90-day goals, 12-week goals, and go from there. If you're really good at this and what you've dialed in feels really good, start inventorying your day-to-day routine to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a bunch of situations where you're going to be stressed out with your willpower and wasting that valuable resource. Something to think about. I hope you guys have an amazing year. I'm looking forward to 2024. And as always, keep digging in. Thank you for taking the time today to experience the Morning Dig podcast. Whether you're a first-time listener or long-time listener, I hope that this has given you value, that you found the time to share this with friends so that you keep inspiring and rising the tides for all. If you haven't yet, take a moment to check the description below and follow me on my social media accounts for daily motivation, education, inspiration that I hope continues to provide value for years to come. As always, my goal is value. So if this provides value, continue sharing with others, Keep digging in.